So here's a little blip on 4 other things that are important to us when we're talking about lines. The first one is parallel lines. Parallel lines have the same slope. The symbol for parallel lines, 2 little vertical lines up and down. And so if this is line 1, then another line parallel to it would be just like that. Perpendicular lines have, let me give the symbol first, that's quicker. The symbol is an upside down capital T, so we don't have to write out perpendicular all the time. Perpendicular lines intersect at 90 degrees. The graph, so if this is my first line, a line that's perpendicular to it, it can be drawn anywhere. But the key is that it intersects that first line at 90 degrees. And the relationship between the slopes, it's the opposite reciprocal. So if you know the slope of one line, to find the slope of a line perpendicular to it, here's what I say. Flip and change the sign. So a quick little example. So let's say y equals 2/3 x minus 5. To find the slope of a line parallel to that, I'll subscript my m with a little parallel symbol, I have the exact same slope, 2/3. To find the slope of a line perpendicular to that one, I take the slope that I'm given, flip it 3/2, and change the sign. The other 2 things that come up are horizontal lines and vertical lines. Here's how I come up with all I need to know. I draw a set of axes, and then I go in and I draw a horizontal line. Horizontal goes with the horizon. And then pick a point. I usually pick the axis, and let's say that this goes through 0, 2. If you look at all of the other points along that line, right, so this point here would be, say, 1, 2, 3, 2, -4, 2. The thing about it that's the same is all along this line, no matter what x is, y is 2. In fact, all horizontal lines have the equation y equals some number, whatever y happens to equal for a given point. The slope of a horizontal line is 0. For a vertical line, let's do the same thing. Let's look at the point 1, 2, and then let's draw a vertical line through it. Vertical goes up and down. And then look at any other point on that line. For instance, that point there, the x value is 1, the y value is 0. Up here, the x value is 1, the y value is probably 3 or something. The thing that's the same about all of these points is that x equals 1. Vertical lines all have the form x equals a number. And for vertical lines, we say that the slope is, and I shouldn't use an equal, slope is undefined. Using the slope formula, change in y over change in x, will show these are true. In this case, for horizontal lines, the change in y, since the y values are the same, you're going to get a 0 over a denominator. That actually equals 0. On the bottom one, change in y over change in x. This time my top one is going to be some number, doesn't matter what, because on the bottom I have a 0. Division by 0 is undefined.